There's gonna be less of that shit.
You can't torture them because
but look at your laws change all the time.
They sure do.
But the whole jail could get shut down if you're torturing.
If the law changes.
All the time.
The law changes.
Those pro-lifers.
This is 2020. Yeah.
Those pro-lifers.
2022 right now.
They should be fighting for those type of people.
They had people marching saying that they wanted to stop the death inside jail, the death penalty, because they were trying to bring it to New York, but that instantly got shut down.
Yeah,
the governors in New York was like, "We're not."
Nah, I'm not killing nobody.
No,
That's crazy.
They said,
you can't stop killing with killing. That's impossible. That makes no sense.
Exactly what you said.
Can't stop killing with killing.
The governor said around that time. He said no.
Little people fight this all day long. They're getting tortured.
Hold on, let me look this up.
Yo, like, for real, like, come on. Like,
how many states?
They getting tortured. It's crazy.
Right now, how many states have the death penalty?
Texas got it.
Welcome back to Truth, Juice and Company, a show where juicing ain't for veggies and fruits, but for jokey jokes and truths, where all minds and perspective can flourish. It's your soon-to-be host of the year, Mikael, a.k.a. Duke, a.k.a. The Best, a.k.a. Big Body Baby. We're back with another episode with the Code, where I speak to the upcoming generation of men, where we discussed how they feel about the rapid changes in the world of 2022 and the future. Please remember to grab a glass, sit back, relax, and every time you agree with one of us, take an extra sip. I hope you enjoy. Peace.
We are humans just like you. We are not here to intentionally harm anyone, except when we're referring to those exes we despise. Haha, JK. We tell our truth. If you feel offended, that's not our intent.
Please be mindful that we are open for feedback and interaction with the audience, but we are adults, and the respect you're expecting from us, we're also expecting from you.
We are not here to change anyone's minds. We are sharing our life truths and want to know from y'all whose juice you're most likely to sip from. Please like and subscribe below. Also, you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at @TruthJuiceCo_.
What is going on, guys? We are back in the building. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's up? What's up? Well, what's going on? What's going on?
Yo, what's up?
What's happening? What's happening? It's lovely to be back. Lovely to be back. Lovely to be back.
Boy, right here, Mr. Tyrell.
All right, what's going on, guys? So we come here and we talk about real life problems or real life situations, real life lessons. Today's another nice one. We're talking about how we view our living standards and what we want our living standards to look like. So give me an idea of what it is that y'all believe y'all want y'all living standards to be.
What's a good living standard?
For you, not for everybody. What do you want your living standards for you to look like?
Yeah. To be rich.
Okay.
That's not a living standard.
That is a...
What do you mean by living standard?
So what does living standards mean to you? What does it sound like? What does it sound like?
Middle class, lower class, like working class, like upper class.
Stability wise. Realistically.
Like the middle class, like what class I want to be?
Whatever you feel like.
Upper class. You know what I'm saying? If I can work for it, but like right now, I'll say I'm about between working middle class. Like, I ain't dumb for it. I'm broke, right? I'm poor.
Mm-hmm. That's where you are now. Where are you trying to go?
I just want to be rich.
Where are you realistically going to go after it?
All right. Realistically, after I do my thing, I want to come out cover for construction work.
For how long?
2 years.
2 years?
A few years. Yeah, I want to be an actor. That's my dream job. Like, go to get my. I want to be. You got to work for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the process. You work. Everything.
All right, look. Realistically speaking, I want to proceed to keep on going further with my public career and eventually getting my own place. Probably in a different state because right now currently living in New York, but I don't really see myself living out there for too long because it's like this. It's like your life where you need to get out your hometown. So I see myself probably living in Virginia. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm living in Virginia. It's something calm.
Is what out there?
Yeah, but it's something calm rather than me being a part of the fast life out there.
In New York.
I
Okay.
want to move to North Carolina. Gangsta. I was thinking about that. North Carolina, like Charlotte, some shit like that.
And back to what you said, the Wi-Fi, yeah, it is.
Yeah, I worked for Frontier. And I got cursed out there.
Wait from Virginia?
No, I worked for Frontier.
Yeah, but that's because they garbage.
Yeah.
That ain't the state. That's them.
Down south, why is terrible?
The reason why Virginia has the worst internet out of all of the United States is because the Eagles, there's something there that they don't, and people there don't want to pay. People there don't want to pay to take out the broadband and put fiber internet in, and that takes money.
Tough.
So like they'll have to rip up the ground and take all the old copper wiring out, put fiber wiring. And it takes thousands of dollars.
And all of the
then your government has to approve it.
Tough.
Yeah, and all of the Eastern servers and all of that, for video games and all that, is in Virginia only.
So we understand that where we live at right now isn't a place to be, right?
No.
So
Everybody should be their own channel.
but how can we get there? Like what does it realistically look like? Like step by step.
You gotta hustle. I'm not talking about something broke. You can hustle anyway. I'm talking hustle, grind, chase your dreams, stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Don't let anybody got problems, my nigga. Everybody got stuff that's gonna pull them back. Don't let that shit pull you back. Fight that shit, bro. Don't let none of these bitch ass niggas or all these hating ass people try to discredit you, try to bring you down for your shit. Trace your shit. The more you understand, the more you let people know they don't give a fuck what they think about you, the more you'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, everybody a little naive anymore. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I don't give a fuck what people say, but no one did what they care what people say in some ways, nigga. That's it.
So we have to remember what it takes to comfortably live, because we have to separate the people who is fixated on survival and get them to their comfortable suit of living. And what we really have to understand is what does that look like, So it's easier said than done to just hustle or to grind or to execute or to chase your dreams, right? So there's certain things that you have to do, like physically focus on to get to what your living standards we all want. So obviously everybody want to be rich. Everybody want to be wealthy. Everybody want to have money.
But they don't put that work in, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to put that work in. Everybody just talk, they don't grind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but again,
yes.
Grind is just an idea, right? So we have to focus on what it is that's important to us that can get us through all the things that's gonna be in front of us, that's gonna bring us down, that's gonna make us step back. Yeah, all those. So, but you have to know everything about yourself to be able to prosper through all this stuff. So you got to be able to know what it is physically you need. You need to know everything emotionally you need. You need to make sure mentally you're good. Because if you're not able to identify those physical and emotional and mental to take care of yourself, then that grind, that hustle don't mean nothing, because everybody's going to survive the way that they believe that they should. But we have to separate those people who believe, who understand only survival, and we have to graduate them to living. So that's why I'm asking you, what does living standards for you look like?
And then I wanted to add on to that, because everybody, I don't know, your parents are older people, oh, I pray this and that happen. Like my grandmother said before, You can pray all you want, but praying doesn't stop laziness.
Mm-hmm.
And that's true. That's you need to do it yourself first to get whatever needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
But on the topic, uh, living to me is a stable job. It can be anywhere. Doesn't have to be the most fanciest apartment. I have my own spot. It's just simple.
Mm-hmm.
But work. Just do what I need to do. I know people that work majority of their life early, and then when they got out 45, 50 years old, now they enjoying it. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be like the older people when they working their bones to the ground. They 60, 70 years old, still working
Mm-hmm.
because they have no type of savings or anything like that to keep them afloat.
No, what's that they call 401?
And what about, let's say, for instance, like that there's, you said something about like stable and when we see ourselves. Eventually, some of us gonna have girlfriends, and we want them to apply the same thing too. Because now, us being inside the house together, that we can save money on our own too. So I feel like I was saying that to say this is that, and this is kind of like off topic a little bit too, but it's kind of on topic. It's by you being stable and by you, using grinding and doing all that, it's gonna attract a partner to, be there too with you.
Mm-hmm.
Have the same mindset.
Right. And
So you could be able to be middle class or higher class. So.
But before you even get that, you want to get somebody, a female that's on the same page with you.
Exactly.
Like you, like me, I want to be a plumber. I want to do this and that.
Mm-hmm.
But the girl I'm talking to, she said, "Oh, she wants to be a stay-at-home mom." That ain't gonna work.
And it's not gonna work because with our careers, we have the ability that we can move all over the states and do all that. You could be a single mom or stay-at-home mom, and you could move all over the state, but it's like you're not making no type of money. So it's like
I'm not about to
take care of it.
Like I've seen, like, my grandfather did that. My grandfather worked, take care of everything, and like, yeah, he did his thing, but he was tired. He couldn't really. Yeah, he had money, but he was tired.
So you gotta support. But that's what I mean. So we gotta get those people who are living in a survival life, and who are coming from a survival life and graduate into the comfortable living life. And that's obviously easier said than done. But this is why we're having this talk. So we're gonna have the idea of what that may look like to y'all. Like what does graduating into the living standard look like? Like, how do you graduate your unstable living, that's all you know, into more stable, comfortable life?
For me, it goes from worrying if you're gonna have money to get food after you're done with the bills, or if you're gonna have enough money laid back to pay your car bill, pay for your car, or to get your car fixed, to where you can pay all your bills and do all the important stuff first and still have money in the bank so you don't have to really worry about it. And it's, how do I put it? It's different when you go from worrying to like how you're gonna pay for stuff to when you literally you pay all your stuff off and you just have money there sitting down. That's what it is when you update your lifestyle, basically. Because you go from being cautious and paying attention to what it is you have to do and what it is you might not be able to do because of your income. And when you go about your life and you pick different roads that leads you down to having a bigger income, you're not really gonna have to worry much about paying off your car bill, paying the water bill, the electric bill, cable bill. You'll be able to feel comfortable enough to where people walk around the house bored, like, oh, what am I gonna do now? Like, I'm already done with everything. I don't have to worry about nothing. Like, should I just go to the movies or something? Like, it's a.
I can hear all your typing, sir. I think we have to really understand the difference of. Well, we have to understand what we feel like living looks like, because living comfortably doesn't necessarily have to do with monetary status, you know? So it has a factor, a huge factor, of course, in reality. But living comfortably is a mindset that is affected by money, but isn't resulted by money. So the way that you think is not based off the what you got in your bank account. So
it could be right here.
It,
You know what I'm saying?
it could be.
They could be flying these feet, but ain't flying here. I mean, flying both. If you ask me.
If you yes, you got to pay for your responsibilities. Very true. But I guess it's more of like, what I want you to understand is you got to elevate how you think with how you receive money, you know? So it's more to it than a dollar. And although the dollar will evidently increase your wealth and can give you more opportunity to live a more sufficient lifestyle, but at the same time, those who are rich want to continue to stay rich. So they have to think at all times to get more and more money. And that can be stressful.
Like prime example, right? People think, like prime example, right? I know mad people, some of the flyest niggas I know live in the projects. No disrespect to my people, I'm gonna hold this shit, no disrespect to my project niggas. But like, I know people that have no type of car, no type of real income, but just walking around with fucking Balenciaga, Dior, Marys, true religions. I'm like, yo, like, I'm saying, like, y'all niggas get all this money, why the fuck y'all build stocks? You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all niggas, you stop saying nigga. If y'all get arrested, right, one day, right, and they confiscate all your stuff, well, what's gonna have to back up for? And clean that money.
And that's and those are the people.
I'm by myself, so I'm a little bit critical. What I'm saying in some ways, but I'm not gonna say and buy a $1,000 pair of fucking jeans pants like a marriage like that. Like everybody is gonna marry. Like purple, I fuck purple. Yeah, they're not too expensive. Right? Purple is $270. That's expensive. It's not that expensive. You know what I'm saying?
For one pair, it's expensive.
That's ridiculous.
$1,270.
You gonna get some Levi's for $40.
Get some Levi's 501s.
And to me, that's still expensive.
My nigga, purple jeans. I fuck purple jeans. Like that's more understandable. But $1,000
for one pair of jeans.
For some damn American, you take that fucking.
I mean, I say that I get purple. Like
yeah, purple is expensive, but it's more reasonable. Yeah. Yeah, you really take this or no? I don't give a
Young OG.
Oh, young OG, but like, I feel like people don't really know the value of the dollar. No. Like,
they know the value of status.
Status, like,
yeah, but you need self-value.
They want to fly on the average shit, but don't want to be flying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
in the mind.
They want to be flying the mind, like.
And
a lot of them want to be like, there's some people they be having in their name, hood rich, da 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 da. Like they want to be hood rich. I want to be real wild rich. I don't want to be a hood just on the ad. It's going to be $1,000 pair of sneakers, $1,000 sweatsuit, a chrome hat that cost $690. Right? Like for me, in order to fly, you fly up here too, yo. Like I think you're an absolute dumbass.
You gotta say something.
Yeah, I mean, I had to too, but
Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Chill, you going up to that. Let's share it, man. Share it.
For me, some people tend to not really understand how much work you had to put in when it comes to becoming rich. And a lot of people live in their own fantasies, talking about they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, but not really being realistic with themselves.
What he was saying exactly.
And some people need to understand money is not only what you're putting, but money is a mindset as well. Not everybody could be an entrepreneur or get into business and want to make how much hundreds of K every few months. Not everybody have that mindset.
Can't even do that. Unless you
No, that yeah, just like just calling out a number, and people just how to put it. It's almost like they're blinded just by the money. They don't understand how much mental capacity you need in order to get into that area of.
It's very hard. It's difficult. So the problem is the reason why it's difficult is because of money itself. When people like us who are looking for that status, it's kind of hard to identify it. You know, so we seek what it is that we're saying is unrealistic. So it's like the people who wear what they wear but still on the streets or don't got their life together, but we're still looking for the amount of money that they're spending, right? So it's hard to idealize what it is that we want as a living standard when we don't have the opportunity to, right? So that's why we gotta separate ourselves from the living standard of money, and we have to speak on the idea of how we are as a person, because we can have all the money in the world and still go through depression, still go through sadness, go through nothing, think about nothing but anger, you know.
What you're saying is definitely something I've been trying to like grab onto, but I keep losing my words. When you go down the road of being like a business in general, where a lot of people tend to make like bank money, you're not gonna have much free time. You're not gonna be able to do the things you love,
especially as a owner. Yes.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see mom, dad, sister, brother, lover, like wife. Exactly. There is a lot behind of wanting to make money.
Yeah.
Touring as a musician is stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody likes to be on a bus for 6-12 hours to get to state to state to perform. It's not easy thing to do, and a lot of people just don't understand. Wherever there's money, there's going to be a lot of obstacles, even if it's physical, mental, emotional wise, and it puts a burden on you on the emotional health. And
that's where I feel that people need to graduate from their survival mindset and to their living, comfortable living mindset. Because if you are making all this money or making all the sacrifices to grind, to hustle, to execute, to get to where you are you able to satisfy those physical and emotional needs that you have for yourself? Like you need to understand that money is not going to fix a broken heart. Money is not going to fix a broken mind.
Baby didn't kill herself all the time.
All the time. Like, for example, say I'm 25 years old and I'm making money off of whatever it is. It could be singing, rapping, and I have a kid. And I'm traveling the world and I'm barely able to see my kid.
Rapping.
I'm doing what I'm doing in order to support my family, like 4 sisters, my stepfather, my woman, my kid.
The people that you feel like you owe back.
At the same time, while I'm doing all those stuff, I'm missing out on my wife's, my girl's life, my kid's life. Like my kid probably might go from second grade to college in a few years, just like that. While I'm over here making back, like you are going to lose a lot of things that you cannot go back. And by the time you reach, or by the time I'm to reach like 40 years old, I'm a billionaire, trillionaire, whatever. My kid's not going to forgive me because I was out making money and I wasn't there for most of their childhood. When I didn't see them, I didn't see to get them, see them through like second grade, third grade, fourth grade, high school, college. I never saw them win their championship in football, soccer, hockey, whatever it could be, because I was out working, and there's a lot of sacrifices that can mess family up when it comes to being that man or that person who wants to have so much money so that they can be stable. Me personally, I don't want to be rich. I just want to be able to not have to worry about my car breaking down and me not being able to afford it, or me not being able to afford the gas bill, or electric bill, something that's
middle class.
Exactly. And
middle class and backup.
Yep. The reason why is because if I'm to plan to have children later on in life, I don't have to worry about missing out their football game, their basketball game, their soccer game. I don't have to worry about anything like that, because whatever job that I'm working and whatever side jobs that I have, I know that I'm going to be in a position to go see their basketball game, to go Halloween trick-or-treating with them, like, whatever it is, and I can do to be part of my kid's or woman's life. And a lot of people don't understand where there's money, there's a lot of sacrifices, and those sacrifices can literally break you, because with those sacrifices, you're going to sacrifice your whole family. Well, not like literally, but like your whole family is not going to be there no more because you're not able to see them. They're going to move on, probably forget about you while you're over here making a lot of money, and you're by yourself. That's not an easy thing to do. Like, you're by yourself making bank. Your family don't want to have nothing to do with you no more because you're spending most of the time touring, and that's your career. That's something you have to do in order to make money. But what's the point of all of it when your family don't want to talk to you no more? The only person you have is your mother, your father, your sister has already moved on with their life. Like, you just going back to that whole position in your life is just, it's not going to be the same. Like, mom's going to look at you a different type of way, even though she's going to be part of your sisters are going to move on with their life, because not everyone's family is supportive in whatever you do. Right. And just going down in that whole that path, it's there's definitely a lot behind it, and that can definitely break a person if you're not prepared and ready to fight those battles in order to make them back. Money is not everything.
I feel we're going in a circle.
Yes. Some people have to get out of the mindset that money is going to control the way that your living standard is. So you gotta be the person to step up and to realize that it's more to life than money. It's like it is family, it is connection, it's love, it's happiness, it's those strong and deep conversations. Like, you got to learn, and we have to understand that stability looks different for everybody, but stability, you have to identify what your stability may look like for all the people that's involved. And it's not always taken into consideration when all you're focused on is money.
Realize money don't buy everything, but it can fix a lot of problems. Not all, but it can fix a lot. You know why I say that? Problems are...
Hold on. So we here with you, and I get it. But I'm trying to take us away from money. that's the topic. Like to step away from the idea. What it is? What did you have to say?
No, I was just gonna say like, I was bringing examples on. I know people out that I'm friends with, and they hate their parents, but they live in the richest neighborhood.
The parent. Oh, themselves. Okay.
They live in the richest neighborhoods, but they hate their parents for the bathroom because they never around.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, they got the money and stuff like that. They never have to worry about stuff, but they didn't get that bonding as somebody that was poor had with their parents.
Mm-hmm.
So, and some people, and I was gonna say that some people, just because you got money don't mean you have to spend it and show your money. You can show it by having investments. You can show it by your land, your house that you live in.
Mm-hmm.
That speaks more to me than somebody that has $1,000 pair of shoes on.
You just depending on what you already have on your back, you're just painting a bigger target for yourself. And that's the issue that people have who don't have the money. They're just like, I don't have to look at you every day and be reminded of how much work I have to do, because I already know that because of all the struggles that I have, because I'm trying to graduate from that survival mindset. So, it put people back.
Right.
It put people back, and they're just trying to get farther, than a lot of people who won't allow them to, due to the fact that, I gotta look cool.
Right.
And so the money that they're supposed to put towards their future, they're putting towards their sneakers.
Exactly.
And it's confusing.
How long? But I went to school. I went to school with people, and I didn't go to a school where there's a bunch of black kids. I went to a predominantly white elementary school, middle school, high school. And me being from the hood, going over there, I'm like, they wearing no brand shoes. They're wearing this and that and that. What are they wearing? But knowing I'm over here in class with Jordans, or I'm over here looking in the projects, and they got a 3-story house.
Mm-hmm.
I had to learn that it's more than money than just
yeah, exactly. And that's what that's what I understand, that you need to graduate yourself from. You need to understand that there's a different way of living. There's a different way of surviving. Like you don't have to survive in order to live. Like we have to survive when we have what's dealt in front of us. And then we have to realize, like, this ain't it. This is not all the world has to offer. And we want to feel safe. We want to be able to say what we want to say, and not, get arrested because I said something to the wrong person or I looked a certain way. Like, we want to be able to live comfortably with who we love, with what we have, and do the job that we want, like that we love. A lot of people don't put that in consideration, and that's why I like this as a topic.
Right. And I know people like some of us will save up money just to go to a little trip. We'll save a trip to go to Florida or South Carolina or something like that over the school break. But when we come back, we tell them stories like, "Oh, where'd you go over the summer? What you do?" I have friends that say that, "Oh, I went to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Greece. I've been here." And all I can say is, "Oh, I've been in Miami."
Well, I went to Florida this year.
I want to be able to throw a dart at a board, and that's where we're traveling for that next year.
Mm.
So that's what I'm going to be saving my money up to. I'm not just going to save up money just to go on a 2-3 week vacation.
Mm.
It's just all about priorities.
Yeah. So you mentioned Virginia, right? And you mentioned that we all gonna branch out and to go to different places and probably settle. What are you guys thinking about?
I'm thinking about Texas and South Carolina. South Carolina is a retirement state. Majority of the people around the world, they retire and go to South Carolina. I've lived in South Carolina myself, so I know why people want to live down there. You can get it. You can rent to own land and buy a trailer and hook it up as much as you want. And you can rent to own land like it's rent-a-center down there. In the South, you can do that.
There's some land in the South.
And then, like trailers, people think when you think of trailer parks, you think run down, dirty.
Yeah,
of course.
I heard that trailer park houses are the best something. If you could take
Depends. You know how we say the projects here, you got buildings and stuff like that. The projects down south are houses.
Well, that's a fact.
Like a nice neighborhood with land and everything.
They're not buildings.
No, they're houses. And you're like, yeah, this is the projects. And I'm looking like, this is nice. Like, and you know what I mean? That's why a lot of people go down. But the thing is, the price of living is lower. That means the wage is lower, depending on your job and what you do for a living.
Another sacrifice.
I mean,
to live comfortably.
I did say Virginia too, but then another part of me want to go move out west to Arizona. Only because I have family members that's out there, so you know they tell me how it is out there. And on top of that, I love the heat, and I feel like that I'll get a lot of work out there, either in Arizona or if I want to move somewhere else out west, probably Vegas as well too. It's very suitable for my career. I just want to move somewhere that's valuable for my career.
I want to move to a few places, either Texas or Carolina. I was thinking about going to Tokyo.
You got it. Tokyo? Okay. You're going to have to learn that language, brother. Learn that lifestyle.
Think about it. I was thinking about going to Miami. Even Jersey. Jersey got... No, I was looking at Jersey. Jersey has a lot of beaches out there. Not all.
South Jersey.
South Jersey.
No Jersey.
I'm not talking about North. I'm talking about South Jersey.
Yeah,
like South Jersey got a lot of nice houses out there. Getting close to New York because I like heat. Well, I like heat all year round. You know what I'm saying?
You need the 4 seasons.
I'm saying I'm a New York nigga, so I'm over by the East Coast. Like that's why I want North Carolina because North Carolina is down south, but it's not too cold out. It's not too hot out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It gets cold. Like it's cold like New York.
It snows in North Carolina.
I'm straight with the snow. I'm good. I had it too long.
This is why I said that I want to branch out to something new. Because don't get me wrong, I love New York, I love the East Coast, stuff all that. But it comes a time when somebody like where they want something else that's different. So I will move out west, whereas Arizona, or if I move to Vegas, it's desert. So I wouldn't have to worry about no storm. Yeah, so I wouldn't have to worry about no storm, no snowstorm, or none of that.
Them quakes, though. Them quakes and them.
That might be a thing.
Them quakes.
Earthquake is something that I might have to try to use.
Them quakes and them storms, boy. No matter where you go, it's something.
It's not snow, I'm dead.
It is something.
Say that now, so a piece of your house cracks in half.
Exactly. And you at the bottom of the earth.
But
hurricane.
You'll have
get that shirt.
Yeah, but still,
you gotta be alive, right?
You don't know the problem. Shit.
You gotta be alive to get that insurance back.
I know y'all seen movies with 8.0 on the scale, and it cracks a whole. You know what I mean? You gotta try to survive that.
You gotta wake up and
and then shoot, what if you had a bad month? Pay your insurance. Shit always happens when you have it going bad.
That is true, because we're not always able to, find out,
What if you be like, you know what, I'm gonna pay it next month.
Next month come, you holding on to the cliff.
Well, I could be going down to New York and my house already got destroyed.
Yeah, don't even know.
Tough. What you about to say?
What you want to move to, Nick?
No, mate. I have a lot of things in my bucket list. I'm just kind of thoughts. Probably. Definitely Europe. around there. Like
Not right now.
I've thought about England. I've thought about England.
Okay. I've thought about England too. I thought about England too.
England. If I'm going to England,
we just black there. Feel me?
Right.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
You don't have to worry about it.
Like I really thought about where specifically for some places.
Uh-huh.
If England, I might be like Liverpool or might be Manchester. I've thought about Spain,
Mm-hmm.
Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to Germany at one point, but I think that's off the bucket list. Greece or Iceland.
Are you living when you visit these places? Are you living there for a certain amount of time, or are you just vacationing?
I want to see what it's like. And then after I'm gonna choose where I want to live.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely not.
That too. That's what I wanted to touch on too. It's like before we think about living somewhere, I feel like that we should just take a trip out there probably for like 7 days and see how it is before we actually pick up and move.
7 days.
No, I'm about to say 7. That's a vacation. You gotta live out there for like at least two or 3. You know.
Yeah, but like, why would you want to just into something?
See, look, 7 months ain't long enough. I mean, 7
days.
7 months.
I gotta witness all the seasons.
Yeah.
Like in
all the possibilities. 7 days.
So like, what would you think would be the appropriate time?
Like, I was saying,
I would say like 6 to 8 months.
Yeah,
6 to 8 months.
Like, who stayed in Alaska for 7 days? You know, Alaska stays dark for like 4 months.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
He said what?
So if I stay out there for 7 days,
and be like, yo, this was lit. I can come move here. Yeah. And you there for a whole year. Hey, yo, what's going on here? Anybody tell me?
I'm like that offense.
Of course, that's the more extreme version of it, but it's more of like you gotta.
Not the year part, but it does. In Alaska, it's expensive. And guess what? Alaska is the most expensive place because they have to import everything.
You know, I didn't even know that there was black people. Yeah.
We everywhere. We everywhere, bro. They can't stop us. You can't stop us.
I realized in America, like if it's black people in Japan,
that I didn't know. Yeah.
We everywhere. We everywhere.
We're everywhere.
Everywhere. They try to keep us down, but we everywhere.
You got the military. You got people that's there because they know certain. They're on a visa.
Like, you know they have people there, so it's like
right. Yeah. And then like my sister, her father was in the Marines, so she grew up her whole life in Japan, and she learned 3 languages there. She moved back to the U.S. Now she's back in China. Japan, teaching them how to speak English. And you know they actually have visas for you if you don't know how to speak Japanese at all or Chinese. And you can still go there and teach them English. Because they want somebody that's...
I need to learn that language.
Me too.
I need to learn.
I'm like the good.
No, that's Chinese. But, you know, the crazy thing is... The crazy thing is, Japanese is actually harder than Mandarin. Mandarin is the
most common.
You say Chinese. Chinese is actually Mandarin. Like... And Mandarin is the most spoken
language over there
of America. You learn Japanese, but I'd rather learn if you're gonna for money wise for a career. I'll learn Mandarin first. Then you go to that too. But if you're really trying to be out there on the West,
King. Last name West.
On the Western Hemisphere, right? But you need to learn that.
Mm-hmm.
But I know, and then all you gotta do is it's all research. They'll literally pay for your visa, give you an apartment, but they take a certain amount from your check each month. But you're not paying for anything. Only thing you're paying for is your food. In Japan or China.
We the army and shit. Yeah.
I'm not talking about that.
Nah, he talking about that. Just teaching English.
If you're a teacher, you're teaching students English.
Easy.
And the crazy thing is, majority of them jobs, you're teaching kids. You're teaching little, like, kindergarten. And then since you're another color, another race, you got to deal with them pulling your hair, doing this and that, just trying to lick you because they think you're chocolate. No, they do that.
Thinking me I'm chocolate. Thinking that I'm chocolate is crazy.
That's why I think I'm smacking shit.
So you're gonna smack a 3-year-old.
No.
See, look, just so.
Not smacking.
That's that New York in him. Goodness gracious. You can take the guy out of New York, but you can't take the New York out the guy. Golly.
New York, we don't always have to be aggressive.
Smacking him.
Like what I'm saying, like, all you gotta do is do research. Like, nothing's impossible. It's literally an app on my phone. If you could travel the world for free, living where they are, you just volunteering your time working.
Send me that.
But you don't get paid. It's volunteering.
Volunteer.
You gotta understand the word volunteer.
Volunteer.
I mean,
There's a difference between volunteer.
Yes. They literally pay for your food. You get 3 meals a day. It depends on where you work. And the majority of the jobs they're offering is mainly like maid stuff or teaching.
Given this facility. That's what it sounds like.
Right. So basically, yeah, you basically hooking up with people. They're like, oh yeah, I'll pay for your flight. You're gonna live here for free, and you're not gonna collect any employment.
Jeez.
But if it's like a bar gig, collect tips and whatever.
Nice.
Stuff like that.
Nice.
There's a lot of opportunities out there.
There's definitely a lot of opportunities out there for sure.
You gotta do your research.
Yeah.
Search.
Like y'all doing right now, all that researching.
Nah, yeah, I'm definitely
Research.
Yes.
That's crazy. I did not know that you could go out there and teach them English and then pay for your food and all that.
Yes.
But now your sister,
They could be teaching them BS, straight curse words.
The reason why my sister's being paid because she has a visa.
You gonna be teaching them stuff.
So do you have to pay for a visa?
If you've never been here, because my sister's been a resident of Japan. If you've never been there, you don't have to pay for it. They pay for it.
Oh wow!
You're just taking they're taking like a quarter of your check.
You paying for that? You paying for that? Right. Just not directly.
Right, you're paying for it, but not directly.
Yeah.
Like the world are the one you volunteering your time. It's called World Packers. It's an app, and you literally sign up. You talk to the.
And you're doing virtual. Or she's actually out there.
No, she out there.
So,
out there.
So you call it. You know how here we have to
Give it a mic.
You know how here we have to pay for
Healthcare.
Healthcare. In England, you don't have to pay for healthcare; it's mostly free.
All right, I'm gonna
Mostly.
tell you why.
Remember?
I'm gonna tell you that we already know.
Yeah, we already know. We already know.
Why.
Somebody had told us.
Yeah. Somebody told us like his brother was living in France.
His? Who's his?
A name.
Downstairs. Trading instructor. Mr. H.
About
his brother lived in France. His finger was about to fall off because
Oh, we're agreeing with what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
thinking.
I thought this was
to a certain extent.
No, but that's with every country that has free healthcare. With free healthcare.
So basically, for them having free healthcare, is they don't have hospitalized like how we have it. Yep. It's basically clinics. Then, you have this happening, we'll call you in 6 months. By the time he got seen, his finger was almost dead.
So they have to pay out of pocket to get him inside there real quick.
Yeah.
That's the trick behind it.
That's the trick.
So they still gonna get their money, but now they're getting it straight out of your pocket. You just don't have insurance.
Hey, yo.
Exactly.
And that medicine costs
$100 probably.
More.
Nah. Medicine be bread.
It'll be bread.
Medicine be
depending on the state.
Literally.
Even a doctor's visit be bread.
Yeah.
I went to a follow up. I think it was $255.
A lady, when I was getting my tooth took out, she had to pay $500 just to take a tooth out.
What the hell?
Then, matter of fact,
That's
That's not something small.
recently for me, I went to go get my medicine. It was Percocets.
You want to know what's crazy?
It was $100.
You want to know what's crazy too? Let's say like you get hurt right now, and this is what most people do because in New York this happened to somebody. They called the ambulance, right? But the dude did not want to get inside the ambulance because I think when you call the ambulance, they charge you too.
It's a G.
Yeah, it's a G when the ambulance come out here. So he was like, I'll just drive myself because he doesn't have insurance. And they were still trying to strap him down to get him.
Nah, bro.
He got off the straps and he ran to his car.
Literally, that happened to me. I crazy. I still remember the bill. I had fractured my foot. Damn. All they did was just wrap it up. They ain't do nothing crazy. $600 bill came in the mail. I ain't use nothing crazy.
What? They didn't even give you no meds. 600 is crazy.
For 2 hours.
We both know this person. Right? And I'm not gonna put them out there, but you know, he has his brother-in-law, and had like $4 million all together in like hospital bills. But he ended up dying. But yeah, he owed the hospital $4 million, and he had cancer.
And guess what?
And
it goes down the line.
Yeah,
it don't go away.
And it was still there. Even though that he's dead, it's still there. But they ended up turning it over because nobody could pay for it. He died.
$4 million.
$4 million. But you know that he doesn't have enough to take care of that. Come on now. But they still be charging you.
$4 million is crazy, and not here, and not on this earth no more. Phil, $4 million. Who you and you trying to build the family?
I mean, hey, just like the funerals. It's like funerals.
No funeral costs $4 million.
But funerals, it's like it's not a waste of money, but it's like because they still got to get their money too. It's just like it costs more to bury a person than it is when they alive.
How much was the baby? Like $10,000, right?
Depending on the casket, then you gotta pick a spot. Certain people got spots reserved for them.
In the ground.
You gotta pick headstone, all that.
Yeah, because when we buried my great grandmother, luckily she had a husband, and he was in the military, so he already knew where to put her at. He died before her, so she got buried with, but he got buried at. So he already got that spot right there, but it's still close to the grip.
Man, money is full circle, bro. Money is full circle, and it's crazy. It's crazy capitalism how it is now, man.
Yeah, it costs
because nothing is really free.
To bury my grandfather, it costs $5,000. Not me, cremate $5,000.
See what I mean?
To cremate?
Yeah. And cremate is cheaper. And my great grandmother she wanted to get cremated, but they ended up still burying her. It was a $10,000 bill.
10 G's is crazy. That's why I got that life insurance.
And it wouldn't even a crazy
that Gerber
base or whatever. Mm-hmm. It wasn't even nothing crazy. It was we had paid somebody to make one out of a car because he was a mechanic. So we had made his cremation thing out of a car. Like it was like a car.
Oh.
Like a miniature car.
That's crazy.
Still
That's pretty dope.
Just to burn him, just to store him in a freezer, take him out, burn him, and put him in the thing.
I feel like the best thing that everybody out there should do is cremate it.
And a health insurance.
Yeah, and get life insurance.
Life and health insurance.
Get life insurance.
Get everything. Vision, dental.
But now, however, that I don't know if y'all seen it, but there's people now that's buying their Social Security back from the government.
What?
That's a whole nother thing.
You can do that?
Yeah, you could do that. You could buy your whole.
But what does that do?
You just don't get no health benefits from the government at all. No insurance. Yeah, you're a ghost. Yeah, basically, you pay for your own bill. Like if you break your toe, go to the hospital, you gotta pay out of pocket.
So you don't get no insurance. You can't.
Unless you got money like that, don't buy your own insurance. Don't buy your own Social Security.
They're saying that people that are doing it is getting harder for them to get jobs.
Exactly.
But that's why the people that's actually doing it.
How? You got you can still use it.
You're a ghost.
You're a ghost because the government still needs you inside their system, but you bought it back. So it's like now it's like, bro, we're not gonna help you all get a job. It's gonna be really hard for you to get.
So he can't just because you bought it,
yeah.
you can't use it.
Mm-mm.
Like,
in a way, no.
what?
So you bought it literally just to say that you owned yourself, but it's kind of a waste of time. Even though that I know everybody has this thing where they want to be independent, they want to get away from the government because they got some type of secrets, but you still gonna have to use them. So it's no point. There's really no point in buying your own social
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, look it up.
Look it up.
Buying your own.
It's the same way.
So that's like buying your identity, but you can't use it. That makes no sense.
But they're doing it, and then like
Exactly.
that's what I said. It's for people.
You gotta have bread, bro.
It's for people that have.
You gotta have bread.
Look. It's for people that's already millionaires that
Trillion.
like filthy rich niggas. A regular person's not gonna be.
You're not doing it because
it costs.
It doesn't make sense.
Thank you.
It costs
Exactly, and then you're trying to bargain with the government right now to try to get your account back.
So basically, it's he said account like it's a.
I mean, nah.
Like he lost a PlayStation account.
Yeah, I got no one else guard, but yeah.
Nah, but yeah, there's people doing that, and and then they're not regular citizens.
No, they're not.
That's the niggas got higher class.
Prime example, look on YouTube, right? And look it up, because if you look it up and all of that. And the people that's showing you how to do it and all of that, they have money.
Duh.
They have money.
Of course.
Because the reason why they did it is because they know about the system.
But that doesn't make sense. If you can't.
But that's just like the people that you can go on like the bonds website and you could buy your case back from the government.
I feel like that's different.
Yeah, that's just like them too.
That's different.
Because all that is just you can do whatever legally you want with it.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that start.
I think.
Nah.
No,
I don't think you can do legally whatever you want. Because you could get it, I guess, erased off the board because you already own the case.
Money is just dangerous.
No, look at it like this. They said money is the root of all evil.
It is.
But depending on what you do with the money. That's the thing. It can be your best friend too.
You don't even need to have. You don't even need to do nothing with the money.
It can be your best friend
it's because
too.
you got the money. People want to kill you just because you got it.
That's the thing. That's sad too.
Oh,
man. Just kill you just because you got it.
It's literally, and R.I.P. my guy. PNB, man.
And Pop
Smoke.
Say like to useless gun violence.
Oh my God.
Over jealousy and
I just can't understand it. I just don't. It's too much loss. It's like, is it worth it in the end to take somebody's life because you still don't have that access to the money that you just killed the person from getting. All you did was stop them from giving it to you.
This man, PNB Rock, prime example, he owns his own baskets. So it's like his family's still getting money off his music play. So what did you really get? A Rolex? You could go pawn the Rolex. Let me guess, how much did they get? Well, how much was they trying to pawn it for? When they robbed Pop Smoke, they only pawned his $10,000 Rolex only for $2,000, and y'all split it between y'all four.
It's only a G. You go in jail forever.
For what?
For a G.
That's
crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
the thing that got me,
it's crazy.
He risked his life for a G.
Yeah, two like, because you gotta split it with everybody.
Like if he was really on his shit, they all could have.
Mind you, these are kids.
Oh, you talking about
Pop Smoke or mind you, these are kids. And then on top of that, in the state of California, they have the death penalty. So if you murder somebody, you're gonna get killed. They're sending you to the shock chair. They might inject you with something, etc.
You said who got this? Who still got this?
State of California, they have this thing, the death penalty.
Oh, they still got that.
Yeah, they still. That's one of the states that's never gonna get rid of it.
Might have to second guess where I want to go.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was the reason. Yeah,
that's crazy.
When he was governor.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
when he was governor, yeah.
That's really crazy. I never knew he was governor.
I mean, I would keep that. The death penalty.
If you do something crazy,
if you murder somebody,
you've been tortured for the rest of your life.
Look at it. If you murder somebody, you deserve your consequences.
Like, you know what I'm doing? Every day, you're getting a fingernail took off. And once that shit grow back.
Now they can't do that. That's the thing. They can't do that inside the prison system. They can't torture nobody. It's either you kill them
but I can kill you.
Yeah, that's the law.
By injection.
You can't torture them. And on top of that, you gotta give them their last.
But you can't hang nobody.
No. Only electrocute though. That's it. But you gotta give.
But what's worse though? Like I don't. Oh man.
Right, like see, if you do something crazy, like you're giving them. To me, you getting off easy.
Yes, I do. I agree with that. I agree with that.
In New York, it's the opposite. Like you literally they give you freaking baseball numbers. They 135 years inside jail, but you got
they're not doing. They're just sitting there comfortable, eating.
So now, if you go to
eating good.
West Coast, if you go to the West Coast and you try to do that in Texas too, you getting a different.
I just feel like nobody. I think my idea is.
I just said no.
I feel like
just give you
a person should not have the ability to take a life from an already existing person, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it just doesn't make sense to me that this person who's in jail for murder gets murdered. You know? It doesn't make sense to me.
To me, you know,
I don't support life that's already here.
Anybody can change.
For it to be taken. So the person who took a life, I don't believe it justifies for his life or her life to be taken. Because what you just did is contradicted the life that was taken.
Positive.
But now look, and I'm not trying to say I defend them, but they probably looking at it as you already a bad person. So now if we give you a longer time, why would we make you suffer like that? Let's just take you out of here.
You gotta suffer. You need to suffer.
Look. Yeah. That's the prime example why I said that. You're gonna suffer. I don't care about you. You're gonna suffer.
And prime example of when Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor out there and all of that, and when he did was one of the leaders of, I guess, one of the gang organizations out there. He got locked up, but he killed some people, but he was responsible for some murders too because of his crew. And he thought just because he tried to change his life, he was reading books and doing all of that, and he even wrote books. And he was, helping out the community after he messed up the community in the past. But he was leading towards like good. All right, and we thought that he was going to be good. But they passed the bill in 2005. He got injected with the stuff, and Arnold Schwarzenegger passed that bill and got him killed because he felt that he was destroying his own community. Yeah, he thought that he was destroying his own community. So he was like, "Let me just take you out of here." And that dude was trying to switch his life.
He was trying to switch his life?
But he killed him during the last time. So I don't agree with it, but then again, I do agree why he did it.
It's so...
I couldn't be it. Let me be the... No. Let me be the warden.
Yeah, but the warden has to listen to the
You ever seen that, the Bible?
Yeah.
When Jesus got whipped with the...
Yeah, but you can't do that because that's torture. You can't torture him.
Why not?
Because that's against the law.
Why?
It's either you're going to kill him or
So listen to
So I can kill somebody.
Wait, before we debate this, you have to realize the reality of it, right? The reality is whichever decision that you make, that person that was taken will not be arisen. So it's like you have to really understand that you are punishing someone for a choice that took someone's life. Either way, that person is no longer here. Mm-hmm. So you killing someone because they killed someone defeats the purpose to me.
So now I get where you...
Like, it's like there's no point of telling me that I can't kill someone, but you can kill me.
But guess what? Here's the thing. Before they kill you, they have this thing of you putting in the last mail request.
Yeah, fuck that.
That don't got nothing.
So they let you get your last mail. They let you get your last mail, your last phone call, or whatever, and then they send you inside the room, and then they kill you.
That's not even pity. That's just.
Oh, we're still bad. Here's the last mail.
It's more of the last use. It's more of the last use of your humanity. Like it's the last piece of humanity that's left of you, so left for you.
And then like
I'm just like
me, like, all right, if I kill somebody, or I know I'm on death row, what's stopping me from killing everybody else in the prison?
Exactly.
I'm going to bed.
No, but I get why they kind of saying that too, is because usually people that get those numbers, like they get 100 years, they don't think they ever come home, so they starting problems inside the prison, killing people.
Problems.
So now they're killing
but there's
them.
already people doing that.
But now they're killing them to get them, excluding the problems out there.
Nah, but if you whoop their ass, torturing them, there's gonna be less of that shit.
You can't torture them because the
laws change all the time.
They sure do.
But the whole jail could get shut down if you're torturing people.
If the law changes.
All the time.
The law changes.
Those pro-lifers.
It's 2023.
Yeah.
Those pro-lifers.
2022 right now.
They should be fighting for those type of people.
They had people marching saying that they wanted to stop the death inside jail, the death penalty, because they was trying to bring it to New York, but that instantly got shut down.
Yeah,
the governors in New York was like, "We're not."
Nah, I'm not killing nobody.
No,
That's crazy.
They said
you can't stop killing with killing. That's impossible. That makes no sense.
Exactly what you said.
Can't stop killing with killing.
The governor said around that time. He said no.
Little fight this all day long. They're getting tortured.
Hold on, let me look this up.
Yo, like, for real, like, come on. Like,
how many states?
They getting tortured is crazy.
Right now, how many states have the death penalty?
Texas got it.
I know.
Like, literally, like,
Alabama got it.
Like, come on, like.
It doesn't.
I just killed this man.
This is what the pro-lifers should be fighting for. This is what the pro-lifers should be fighting
27 states have the death penalty.
That's a lot of states.
That's over.
That's crazy.
Majority of them is in the South.
That's really wild.
Majority of them is in the South.
Of course. But that is what the pro-lifers should be fighting for. Not for abortion.
Dang.
Like these are the types of topics they should be fighting for.
Literally.
Because people who are already here, who already have their social security, who are actual living people, like, I'm not saying there's not a living being, but technically, if you're fighting for a fetus who technically doesn't exist per the government, you should be fighting for those who already exist.
And fetuses are technically not alive until 30 weeks.
Now look,
it's just, I feel like if you don't have, if you're not a citizen if you ain't on this earth.
California and Oregon, right? The reason why they have it, but it can get challenged, and their governor is in charge of that.
Hey.
Because it said that their governor is the one that makes the choice inside their states. But the states that automatically have it is Texas and every other southern state.
But I tell you what, if I'm the warden, somebody need to snitch to say for me not to.
That's the thing.
See, I can be torturing these niggas.
Because look, there was cops, or in New York, and it was upstate, and they broke somebody's neck and killed them. Like pushed him down the stairs. They was torturing him. Like how you want to torture somebody, they was torturing him. They broke his neck and ended up killing him.
But he ain't did nothing.
But that's the thing. But what had happened was one of the cops told one of the other cops who got their whole unit shut down. So that's what I'm saying. That's why that's illegal to torture somebody. Even if they're
I don't think that's where he's coming from. I think he wants to substitute.
Oh, and make them suffer like how they did.
I think he wants to substitute the death penalty with torture.
But torture, if you kill somebody, come on.
But torturing them is,
I'm giving you the easy way out. Literally, you can literally be in the judge's face. I'm dying. I'm here.
And that's why
that's gonna piss me off.
Look, and that's why a lot of them, like, I get where you coming from. Like, let's say like it was somebody in our family. That's
a difficult decision. I don't know.
Yeah, and then we found out. But I see why most mothers they be like, "Oh, nah, them dying is not enough." But it's like,
no.
Look, even if you're torturing them, you're not gonna get back your son.
But he's living in hell.
Okay, so why not just take him out? Shit,
Who knows the hell we're on now?
we can inject them, or however they do it. They probably put cyanide inside his
You want to feel this pain. You going to feel it.
They gonna do it.
Go for it.
It hurt. No.
I don't know.
So you start pulling out the mouth after he got electrocuted.
Actually, that's quick. It's too much.
So you want him to actually sit
You got
there.
30 years. You're getting lunch for 30 days. 30 years.
We do not
I'm
need
gonna make you pass out, and I'm gonna bring you back to life.
This man as governor is crazy.
Yo.
I guarantee you, if they do that, it'd be less crime. Guaranteed.
Just don't be a dictator like Eddie Ali. You good.
Literally, after that.
Because then you're going to start chopping up your own people to eat.
Nah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's too far. So it's over.
That's Eddie Ali.
So it's over.
Huh?
It's over.
Well, yeah.
But we just chopping it up, right?
Yeah. It's just
It's long, right? No, what?
No.
only an hour. It's only been 10 minutes.
So how you feel about the dictators?
The dictators.
Yeah. Because they do that too. That's in their countries.
I think it's a very difficult conversation, but I feel like it doesn't make sense. If I'm going to end it off like this, it doesn't make sense to kill. I mean, to try to get rid of killing by killing. That's like somebody get raped and
I'm
gonna rape them back. Like that doesn't make sense.
No,
But so we are making the decision to do this. What happens inside that facility, you can't always control, right?
Yeah.
But it's a different idea. It's different to give them the law to do something due to a consequence, right? I'm not putting you in jail to be raped due to the fact that you raped.
Exactly.
So that's what that's my idea. I'm saying like we're not like if we give the law to kill someone because they murdered whoever, we're not going to give a law to rape them because they raped. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it doesn't make sense.
And then I think they should have torture in there in general. Like you do something that you're not supposed to do, and you're literally in prison.
I would overwork. I would make them overwork. I wouldn't torture. I would torture them in that way.
Like life. Now they were taking.
You're gonna have to build a whole new prison type of stuff, type of thing. You're gonna have to.
They can work like crazy.
Yeah.
Being in the heat, cold, no socks, no shoes.
Well, I guess it's one of those things that can just be solved. Yeah, gray area. We can only do so much. But again, I appreciate y'all time.
You know what's the craziest thing is? One more thing is that some topics that like it don't always have to be a murder. They still
topics
they still kill you. Like from the death penalty. It don't always have to be a murder that triggers it.
Oh.
Yeah. No, but you're still
what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like treasons and all of that. Like if you're doing all of that, then
see, I'm straight. Yeah, we're gonna throw that away. We gotta throw that rule away. I can't kill somebody else because they betrayed us. That's crazy. Now, nah.
Torture.
he want to torture people so bad. Listen.
I'm just saying, you still
listen. The government steal money from us. You know what? I'm cool. Yeah. I'm straight. We good. Well, we good.
Thanks for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe and share. Peace.